Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a special edition of a Wild Time podcast. Look at this. Yeah, a special edition of a Wild Time podcast. Just not a wild time, but ladies and gentlemen, we got Wildfire, Tommy Rich, NWA legend, a man that spilled the blood with Buzz Sawyer down in there in the cage. That little fact you may not know was what Hell in the Cell was based on, was that cage match with Buzz Sawyer and Wildfire Tommy Rich. And listen, got to thank our sponsors here tonight. Bose Tractor Works, the Appalachian 11. My goodness, if it wasn't for that, Tommy, I couldn't have got in there tonight and beat and banged with that man known as Misery. So everybody get out, get you some Appalachian Hills 11 at Bose Tractor Works. With that said, I just watched the legend himself go at it tonight in the ring. And as a fan, Tommy, as a fan, not a worker, as a fan, I got to watch it, man, and I just got to say thank you. That was a heck of a show, dude. I mean, to get in there and have the crowd in the palm of your hand still to this day, I mean, how's it feel? I mean, is it just another day at the office?
Somebody say something about Jenkins, Kentucky, man. It's been a long time, and, man, it was a pleasure to come back. Looking forward to hitting a lot of these Kentucky towns, West Virginia towns. This is some old stomping grounds up through here. I did Kentucky and Smoky Mountain. We wrestled, all up through Kentucky and Tennessee. And then, of course, with Georgia Championship Wrestling, we always would come up to West Virginia and Ohio and made that loop, So met a lot of great folks up there.
Well, I mean, they were so pumped to have you out there, man. It was awesome. You and Richie Rich, I mean, heck of a tag team coming out to Hank Williams Jr., had the crowd pumped, popped. I mean, it was something to watch. And Jenkins, I'm hoping we get to come back here and do this again.
They're going to be back November the 4th.
November the 4th, guys. Wildfire Championship Wrestling.
Wildfire Championship Wrestling. Somebody say something about don't miss it.
Oh, I can't.
Be there.
Listen, be there because tonight it was on fire. No pun intended. We had that crowd going, Tommy. It was awesome.
And it's a great wrestling crowd. Great turnout. Folks here, man, just a bunch of great folks.
Listen, I don't want to keep this man too long because I'm sure he's got somewhere else to be. Like I said, this is a special edition. This is off the cuff, as we like to say. So tonight, I'm going to ask our old buddy, Tommy Wildfire Rich, a few random questions just to get to know him. What is your favorite meal after a match? What's your go-to? He's loving the CBD.
Coors Light.
Coors Light. Still?
The silver blue.
Macaroni and tomato juice.
Yeah.
What is your favorite music to listen to when you get on the road? You've been up down the road with a lot of great talent in your day. Did you all ever have something that in particular you like to play? Any theme song?
Oh, I'm stuck in that time warp. All that 80s rock and roll, all the country, great music. It just and it's still like kind of like me. It's still around today. So, the 80s was a great time, man, and to still be doing what I love to do. I started in 76, and it's 2023.
And dude, still got them. Still got them. They're
very blessed.
Amen. Very blessed. I am too, just to be a small part of this. I'm not on no big level or anything, but I'm blessed. I thank good Lord above every time I get to come through the curtain and feel that
it's
crowd.
Electrifying. It's still, man. And these places like this is where it all started. They wasn't big buildings around. So we came and, coming to the small towns and stuff, man, I still love doing it today.
I mean, we are, anytime, I'm blessed to be around a Ricky Morton or Jim Cornette or Tommy Wildfire. I love hearing the way they put
dare Mr. Human smile one time. There he goes. There he goes. He looked like he was mad because he was having to do this.
Well, that's my good buddy Fry. I call him Friday. His name's Matthew Sloan. The dude is an awesome artist. I'm the human horror movie. Usually he'll paint my face up as a clown, like Pennywise or something else. I got to give him a lot of credit, man. He travels the road with me and helps me out.
Well, tolerate use of feeding itself, probably.
Hey, you can say that again. Let me ask you one more question. Your bouts with Buzz Sawyer, they were brutal, absolutely brutal. Like I said, man, Hell in a Cell was based on that match down there, that ceiling on that cage. How was that? Was that
it was quite a night. The last Battle of Atlanta, sold out. The Army sold out. It was electrifying. It was pandemonium. Just everything you can think of. It was in that building that night. And of course, it was Mighty Buzz's last match. Don't too many cages go 30 minutes. We went a little over 30 minutes. Both those heads busted. So, it was back in the day, man. You had to fight your butt off to, stay in the game.
Well, I'm going to ask you another question because it's really impressive the way you've kept yourself in shape. I mean, you can still go. Do you work out regularly? Do you or is it just natural? Is it just good genetics?
I guess it's good genetics. I'll be July the 26th, I'll be 67. Still, the good Lord blessing, man. I still get in there. Still love a wrestling fan. Still love to get in there and kick it. I can't kick it like I used to, but
you see me tonight, he's live.
We still get fired up.
Hey, listen, I'm so glad to have you on.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Hey, no problem. Wildfire Tommy Rich, former NWA champion. And I can't remember, before we go, this has been in my head a while. I can't remember if it was Jim Cornette or if it was Paul Heyman or someone. I was listening to a podcast, and they made the remark, they said Hulk Hogan was over. They said, but Tommy Rich was over like Hogan in the South. So that always stuck out to me, man. That was just like, that's how over it that you were. And to have you on, hey, we'll do part 2 in November. Does that sound all right?
Sounds good.
Hey, you all, thank you for tuning in.
Stay tuned. Keep up with him now.
Wildfire on Wild Time. We'll see you down the
Hey,
road.
we're going to have a wild time.
But no!